Hey there, action figure fans. Say we got a couple new Dime Novel Legends action figures to take a look at. Real quick, if you're not familiar with this line of figures, these are the 1/18 scale cowboy figures that Chicken Fried Toys make. And so far, I don't think I've actually come across one I don't like. They're all pretty cool. They're all really actually pretty neat. So right away, I'm going to apologize if I screw names up, if I screw the titles up, because I'm not used to pronouncing some of these words. So I'll do my best, and you can roast me all you want in the comments. I apologize now. But on the left, we have the Sargento Centilla. And this figure has the portrait of Ruben Vivar, I think is how you say it, right there. And on the right side, we have the El Generale. And this figure has the portrait of Joe Ryan. And I think that's actually kind of cool that it's a small enough company that you can bring in real people and capture their face, capture their head, and add it to an action figure. I think that's kind of cool. It makes designing heads, I would think, a whole lot easier. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back side of these cards. And I think it's kind of interesting that they were released at the same time, but they have two different card backs. We'll start with the one on the right. Here is, it looks like a little bit of a biography for Joe Ryan, which that's kind of neat. You have, well, that's interesting. This is actually El General back here. It's missing, I think, an E and a couple accent marks. So I don't know if that was on purpose or what. It's not El Generale, I think is how you pronounce it, but El General, and a little bit about that title, that person. On the left side, we've got, instead of a biography or information about Ruben, we just knocked that over. It has a cross sail back here. And then down here, you've got a little bit of information about, I guess, that job title, if you will. So that's what the backs of these cards are. I think it's time to get these out of the off the card and take a look specifically at these figures. And here they are off the card. And I just want to let you know, from here on out, I'm going to refer to these as Joe and Ruben. Make things so much simpler. But don't these figures look good? We'll look at them individually as well, but they look really good. I got them all geared up. So we'll start over here with Joe. There we go. And we'll bring him about that close. I think that's good enough to take a look at what he's got on him. So look at this. I love this hat here. I think that's really pretty cool what he's got going on there. Let's take him off this figure stand so he stands a little bit shorter. He comes with a sword, and he's got a little gun with him. He's also got a place to put that sword. None of these are parts that we haven't seen before. We've seen all this stuff before, but it's still fun. It still looks cool. I like these. I think these are pretty fun. We'll get him to stand if we can. The reason I wanted him to stand off the figure stand is I'll show you, because we're going to bring Ruben in now. And take a look at this. Check out that height, the height difference there. So I'm guessing this has an indication of how tall these people are in real life. That's my best guess, because that's crazy. I'd actually like to know specifically how he did this. If he tooled like, this Joe here looks like a pretty standard Dime Novel Legends figure. But Ruben over here, I would like to know if he tooled new parts, like shorter legs, maybe a shorter torso, or if somehow you can scale down existing tooling. That would be really interesting to me, because he's like crazy short. I mean, it's cool. I'm not height shaming here. I find this very interesting. So let's take a look here at Ruben. I like the hat there. Look at that face. It's a face only a mother could love, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'll check out this rifle. It's got a little removable bayonet. It slides right off, and then you can slide it right back on. The only way I got this to work was, I'm used to seeing bayonets that are under, but I'm not familiar with this portion of history. But the only way I got it to work was by putting the sharp end, the pointy end, up on the top of the rifle. He's got a little carry bag here, and then over here that's not on him, he's got a horn that would carry gunpowder so he can keep firing. And he also has a secondary portrait here Let's see, what's the best way to hold? There we go. Secondary face there. So, depends on if he feels like shaving or not. He's got a clean shaved face and a bearded face right there. So, these are pretty neat. I like these. I think they're kind of neat. They are currently available at the chickenfriedtoys.com website. They are available, ready to go. They did not ask me to make this video. I bought these and I am making this because I think they're pretty neat. And I just like these figures a lot. I'm looking at them. Oh, look at this hat. I gotta say, I really like this hat a lot. We'll pop it off. Just pops on like that. You kind of push it on right there. I would like to remind everybody that if you get these figures, we got cold weather happening right now. You want to be careful. Make sure these figures are nice and warm before you go and mess around with the joints, because you don't want to get new figures and then they break. That just kind of sucks. Let's move that rifle down. I wonder, can we slide this so he's got... oh yeah, and also thinking about it, there we go. He's cross-bandoliered right there. When you go to swap out this head that I just dropped on the floor, make sure that it's warmed up. You might have to apply some heat, like hot water, hairdryer, whatever. You might have to apply the heat to actually get the head on, because it was pretty tight for mine. I had to really work it on, and I have not actually heated it up or anything, but these are neat. I like these a lot. These are Ruben and Joe, the El Generale and the Sargento, the Sergeant right here. General and Sergeant, that's what I'm going to say. Roast me in the comments if you need to, but I think these are pretty neat. I don't think there's much more to talk about. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one.